Hello, my wonderful track and field nation. Hopefully, all of you have had a great and restful spring break and you're ready to get back at all this madness. So these you can consider to be your weekly announcements. I probably won't do them every week, but for the first couple of weeks for sure. Just need to cover a few things. First of all, you need to start at our track and field virtual documents and sites library every day. There's just too much going on. So I'll put this link back in this email along with the video. Start here, and you see the most important things towards the top. And so our track warm up web store. So there are warm ups available for purchase on there. That's the best I can do with what's out there. There's not a lot out there. You don't have to buy them again, but that's going to go until Sunday, April 18th. And also, you can still put in a clothing order if you want, although I moved that to the bottom of the list. And that money is due at the end of this next week on Friday if you have not yet paid. And so you can reference that stuff in the track and field announcements, which I'm not going to go to right now. So we have weekly COVID testing happening. And here is that document, which you can access again. So it's going to be Sundays from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the high school, which is open to all spring athletes. And I think that'll be enough to deliver your speedy results to you, should it be a testing positive situation. And then Monday, from 6:30 to 7:30 in the high school gym, or middle schoolers will test in the middle school pool lobby. You need to do it at these two times. If you don't, you're not going to be able to participate that week. Also, before you go, there's a few of you who have not signed the documents, you and your parents. So make sure that that gets done. Also, every week, athletes, make sure you check the official entries out. So here's our athletic.net homepage. And you're just going to go on here and check each one, view your entries. Okay, I'm not going to do that right now, but there's Lakewood on Saturday. View your entries, and those are the official entries. Occasionally, I forget to change something or make a mistake. Not very often, but it's just good that I get a second set of eyes on those with all the chaos that our season is probably going to have. Make sure you're checking that all the time. So our third thing on this list here is bus departure times. And you need to look at this once a week, or on the day of for sure, to know exactly what's going on. Here's something new. If you're not in cross country, we are going to be leaving from the stadium. So that's where we're going to leave, and that's where we're going to drop you back off. The reason for that, there's just too much equipment now for me to manage that every day. It takes an hour out of my day, and that's got to stop. So we're just going to pick you up over there. It's not going to be a problem for you except on the first meet. We need to leave at 2:45. And so if you're virtual or you're a coach, you need to get there by 2:30 and avoid school traffic. If you're face-to-face, you get out at 2:35. I'm going to say this. You're in your uniforms at lunch, put your uniform on, and just hoof it over there as fast as you can. Okay, you're probably not even have time to drive over. This is the one time you won't have time to drive over. We need to get out of here so we can get to Spring Lake. Be selfless for those that are in field events so they have time to warm up, and we will start at 4 at Spring Lake. It's an hour. By the time we get to Spring Lake, get off the bus, get all our stuff set down, do the rah-rah talk, and you start warming up for field events, it's an hour. So 2:45, 3:45. So that's the tight one. We need to get there, get on the bus, do our little temperature checks, and get out of here. So just note all the other ones, there's really not that pressure. When we get to Harper Creek, I think that's going to be like you're going to get let out at 2:15. So you'll be able to drive over and all, or just a lot of you are just going to arrive because you're virtual. So these will not be a problem the rest of the way. You'll have adequate time to get dressed, get in your car, and if you drive, to get over there. But on this Thursday, just get out that door. The bell for 6 hour rings. Get out that door. You can't go to the trainer on this one, et cetera, et cetera. You got to get right to the bus so we can get out of there. It's just the one trip. Fruitport will be like this next year. Then we've got to go. We got to go. All right. So if you have any questions on that, you can ask. You also can ride with your parents if they want to bring you to these meets. And with the way things are, that might not be such a bad idea. But you need to let us know, so we're not like, hey, we're so and so today. Oh, I forgot. He or she is riding with a parent to the meet. So you need to email us and let us know, hey, parents taking me to the meet, and that's how I'm getting there. All right, so the next thing is the meet info. So all of this is very important. That's towards the top. Check it out. This is the meet info for Saturday's meet and how to get there. And you'll notice, yep, it's an hour and 7 minutes. We're going to be driving in the morning, so it'll probably be a little quicker than that. But note that meet info is a separate tab. The meet info is generally weekend meets or specialty meets. So dual meets, they are what they are. You'll get used to, who's going to run first and who's not going to run first. The girls run first this year. What field events are first? What field events are second? What field events are at the same time? That'll be when we're home. We've got some things we can run at the same time. Hard for coaching though. So that takes us, through everything that's real important. Let's see here. Yep, I've talked about everything I need to talk about. So if you're on the boys team or a parent of a boy, you can probably be done with the video. I'm going to talk to the girls a little bit about their meets this week. That's this next little thing here, the girls' timing entries. They're the entries that I use to write times down on. And I'm sure Spots at some point in the week will talk to the boys team about, how should they fare. Anyway, so again, boys, you can click off on this now. And if you're a parent of a boy, you can. So ladies, here's our outlook for Spring Lake. So the outlook is always at the bottom with the predicted point differential. And so assuming everyone's healthy, that's a pretty big assumption too. This is going to be a close meet. I think we have a small edge in it. Spring Lake, and so this, Spring Lake brings their conference champions in cross country, and they had the league's best sprinter. According to what's out there, there could be new people. I doubt it though. And that not hardly anything else. That's what they have. So they have 3 really good cross country runners, a really good sprinter, and not much of anything else. And so this meet's going to be close because we're going to get big points in the hurdles. We're going to get places in the sprints that the top sprinter will not get. We could win both sprint relays because remember, even though they have the fastest girl, we have the next 4 fastest from what they have. So that makes things very interesting. All these, on the left here, these minuses and pluses. So that's how we're going to do in the event. And I just want you to be aware of, oh, we got a real competitive whatever sprinters. You got a competitive sprinter if she's eligible to run. So note that, as you see the distance going, that we are up against the conference champs in cross. And so our girls might be putting forth a great effort and we may not get a place. I just want you to be aware of that. Our strengths on the team this year, I think a lot of you have figured it out. Our hurdlers are the best in the league. Does that mean that we'll win either event? No, it means that the 3 girls that are in the hurdles are the cumulative best team in the league. We're also very good in the sprints. Although we don't have the best sprinter in the league, we're very good. And so these are just, this is what I see here. And so the 3,200 relay, that's not expected to win against the conference champs in cross. However, if we get in the middle of the race and we can win because maybe they have girls that are gone, we're going to try to win. So it doesn't mean that it's going to work out that way. It's just what I see right now for you to be aware of. Same way in the 4x100 relay. I have a second, doesn't mean that we're going to be. And so as these upsets happen, well, that puts us in a better position to win the meet. Another strength is the mid-distance 400 runners. I think we're going to be pretty good. And so I want to see the team that can beat us. And probably if there is a team that can, yeah, here we go. First meet at Spring Lake. Allendale will probably be good as well. That second week, next week, 2 weeks away, actually. You see in the field here, our point differential looks very good. Now I put -1 in shot, but I want to see it. So, yup, their best cross-country girl can apparently throw the shot. I want to see that though, but I'm going to anticipate that we could probably win shot. Anyway, this is the outlook. Prove me wrong where there are minuses. That's what I always say. Prove me wrong. I love to be proven wrong with the minuses. I hate to be proven wrong with the pluses. So note that also. So you see pole vault there. That can be a sweep. So a sweep, when I say sweep, first, second, and third, I'm going to say it a lot in the hurdles this year. Probably a lot in long jump when I have all the girls in it. Yes. So Saturday's meet, real quick. This is a team state style meet. So this is what team state would be like right now if we were to go. We'd put our 3 best girls in the individual events and our best relay together that we could manage for that day. And everybody scores points. So even if you run and you feel like crap and I just can't do my 4th event and you get a point, you still did your job for the day. So this is kind of war by attrition. Who can put the most out there, have their girls get through the events and score the points? And we're always the team that does that. Now, I don't know if we'll be this year, but we are always have been the team that does that. And we've won this invite in the previous years that we've been there. Even without, I pulled some kids out of events. I don't like to do it, but we did it and we still won. So both boys and the girls have a good chance. Doesn't mean we will. We don't know what's going to happen with testing this week. But you see the yellow stuff that I have highlighted with athletes. That's, don't, try to interpret my mind. I will talk to you about, what's on my mind with the highlighted pieces, because we have injuries, possible injuries to consider. And yep, this could all change Monday after practice. Oh boy, got to make this change. So constantly look at this. This should match athletic.net. If it doesn't, let me know, but it should match. And again, these highlighted peoples here, I'll have a separate little video for you explaining what that's all about. All right, so hope to see all of you on Monday.